Hello and welcome to the Dad and Buried podcast. My name is Mike, aka Dad and Buried on Instagram. Well, this is the social media episode, so let's get into it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook, ew.
I'm on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel where you may be watching this.
Friendspace?
Friendspace?
No, Friendster.
Friendster. No, I was never on Friendster, although I worked with it a little bit in an old job. What's it, Weibo in China? I think.
Yeah.
Not on that.
Bebo, there was a Bebo.
Never been on Vine.
No.
I was never on MySpace. I'm currently on TikTok as Dad and Buried. If you want to watch me apply chapstick, go to TikTok. All right, because all the me applying chapstick content you could ever dream of is on there.
Assuming that that's your number one dream. It's just, you know what?
Watching me apply chapstick for somebody.
Yeah. There's one person out there.
I don't want to know who.
Yeah.
If you are that person, just subscribe and don't say anything.
Yeah.
Just enjoy.
Lurk.
Enjoy.
Yeah. We don't need to be in touch.
So, and you're Pete. You're not on any of those.
No. And I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of social networks on a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind social networks that like for this, there's a common thread or there's like a sharing of an idea of something like that. You know what I mean? Like what am I trying
discourse.
to say? Yeah, like a discourse, like parenting or something. Something or other. But when it becomes, hey, look at me,
about
I'm here.
validation and narcissism.
Well, that, but also just everything that we've really come to know, which is
fake news.
Yeah.
Manipulation.
I think that's it.
Identity theft and fraud and privacy concerns and all that kind of shit.
All of it. Yeah. So I think we mentioned this in a previous episode a little bit, but I worked at a media company, a large media company, during when Facebook first came out, and we were trying to all get our heads around it. We had content, and we were trying to figure out how to create groups and whatnot. And I remember just early on, but a picture that had been taken of me, with my friends over the weekend had ended up, and I was getting all these comments from my work friends like, "Oh, no way, that's so cool, you guys were here." And I was like, "Oh yeah, but except for that's not what I want."
What an invasion of privacy. Yeah. I don't want you to know anything about my life, coworkers.
Well, that's a big part of 100%. It, but also just the ability, the blending of all of that, the blending of hey, why are you here, and being able to just actually, I didn't want to even have a conversation about it, and now we have to. So. And that's where
I don't want to interact with you in online or in real life is what you're saying to those people. And now that you've seen me online, you feel like you have some kind of common ground with which you can use as an icebreaker at the very least. And instead you're like, stay away from me.
Yeah.
So you don't like the way social networks online influence the way people interact with you in real life.
With me or with, I think.
What about if I were to just apply chapstick in front of you? You don't even have to get on TikTok to see me do that.
Well, that's how we met,
right?
Obviously.
That is true.
Chapstick.com.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well,
and we were the only two that signed up for their experimental.
Just applying chapstick. I have sugar cookie flavored chapstick in my pocket as we speak.
Called Chappy.
We're going to talk about Chappy.
All right, so we're talking about
social media and kids.
Yeah.
And I find it interesting. So I'm obviously on social media, and some might say I dominate social media. Many people are saying that I dominate social media.
Are they?
But what I find interesting is that you are not on it, but there's no way to avoid parenting children who are on it. And you have an older kid who's 12, who's already on TikTok and going to be on some other stuff. And the other kids will too. I have a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. Neither of them are on social media, but we're going to get into the different platforms, the challenges, and even maybe some tips. Pete might have some tips to how to keep your kids off there, or how to help your kids get more followers.
And that's going to come from Nate.
But speaking of followers, we do have a little bit of a podcast, and we are on Instagram, or I am on Instagram, where I often ask for topic suggestions and feedback on topics like this one. So you can find me there, and you can subscribe anywhere you listen to your podcast. If you have Apple, click the 5-star rating. You don't got to write a review if you don't want. Just click the 5-star rating. And if you have Patreon, you want to throw us a little bit of money, we really appreciate that. Actually, Ryan Miller and MS Babayan give us a little bit of cash through Anchor. And on Patreon, we got Check Your Kids at the Door, Chris Coleman, M. Cedeno, Mallory McKenzie, Miriam, and Tina Davis on the single dad tier. Thank you very much. Lindsay Woodruff, Andrea Sandoval, Barbara Geiger, Bill D'Amica, Dana Bosday, Jacques Govar, Morning Glow on the dad bod tier. Jennifer Wynn, Julie McCarthy, Paula Polsky on the father figure tier, and Mary Williams and Julie Burton, last but not least, on the world's greatest dad tier. We really appreciate you guys giving us a little bit of your hard-earned dough to help us keep this thing running. If you want to do that, feel free. If you just want to give us some positive mentions
or
online, or give us a rating, that'd be good. Yeah, or thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, send them
through the
send them your way,
through the air. What? Then to my way.
Really just send them both to both of us, obviously, but let's do it before a disaster. Just send us your thoughts and prayers before
disaster, just to head it off at the pass.
Just to head off at the
Maybe
pass.
If there's enough thoughts and prayers out there, disasters won't happen. It's like wearing body armor.
See, Mike, you just
Here's the problem.
Saw the light.
Here's the problem.
You just saw the light.
We need to stop equipping the bad guys with thoughts and prayers. We need good guys with thoughts and prayers. That makes the difference, right?
Checkmate.
Thank you.
Bad guys.
All right, we're gonna be back. We're gonna talk about. You really want to talk about Roblox. We're gonna talk about Roblox because we have young kids.
Yep.
And that is one of the ones that they're on. And then we're gonna get into some of the real stuff. Also, TikTok, Dad and Buried. Get on it. Are you going to start talking? I thought you were going to run with this portion of the program.
I literally just opened my mouth,
No, you
and
didn't.
before
You looked confused.
I was able to say anything, Mike, aka Dad and Buried, just got in there. Wham! No, I think this is a big topic for us parents because we got to figure out how to handle this.
We're never going to know how to handle it. It changes too quickly.
I don't know. I mean, okay, so we obviously didn't grow up with social media, but
No,
we're
we
now,
did not.
But now there's a next generation of parents who did grow up with social media or are having kids,
Mm-hmm.
and my 12-year-old is, in middle school, and if you have a middle school kid, you're on social media. But also, if you're, let's break down what these social networks are.
Break it down for me, fellas.
So if you're on Roblox, right? So you might have a 4 or 5-year-old.
So Roblox, my kids are on it.
Right.
But it's like a building game, or what is it?
Not.
It's so weird. There's all sorts of different little games within it.
Let's kind of break it down a little bit. So it starts early. Minecraft.
Yeah.
Anytime you have an account, it's and you're sharing, or you're able to
But you
get
can
online
turn
and play with
off
others. Yes, you can turn it off. But this is where it
that
becomes,
part of it.
You can have friends and followers and that kind of thing. That is a social network.
So real quick before we get into it, what's interesting is these aren't social networks. These are games that have a social network aspect to them, but that's the way they get you.
That's
the
exactly
insidious
right.
nature of it.
That is the thing. And by the way, it's about identifying a social network and not just saying, oh, there's 3 social networks. That's not true. If you are using a platform, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Minecraft, Roblox, and there's a way for other people to connect with you and form groups, that is a social network. Again, YouTube is a social network, right? You have comments, you have...
Unfortunately, it's one of the most disgusting... The comments under YouTube are really a
Well,
joke.
actually, that's why they, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they switched from anonymous comments to your actual Gmail, so that people could be like, Greg is saying this. Greg
the
with 3
anonymity
Gs.
is one of the biggest challenges.
Exactly.
And one of the things that makes the atmosphere so toxic.
And so
people are emboldened.
Right. And there's some bad actors out there, and if you're a kid who's 4, Minecraft I think is great. I don't let my kids play online. I let them play on a network together, which is a great
with
thing
each other, with their friends.
So if you're on the same wireless network, you can play. You can set up a LAN.
But can't you allow just for like certain people to, like, if your kid's friend lives somewhere else, obviously not in your house with your family, hopefully, you can allow certain kids to join your network or whatever.
That's right, for like on a private server. With Roblox is seems harmless enough. There's a lot of these really kind of not insipid, but like just these games. So there's a lot of different types of games.
Yeah, I've seen my kid looking at them.
And the thing is I know a specific example where a friend of my middle daughter was sent like links to porn. And that's the kind of shit that you just like, you gotta have on lock. You can't
allow that to
can't be
happen.
out in the world, in these virtual worlds with your kid just kind of going around
And
playing
somebody sends
against
a
other-
link, and then you click a link, and all of a sudden,
And by the way, Roblox is so, I mean, I underscore Roblox as it's, even though we took it away from my older daughter because she's, and I think we probably are going to maybe do that with my middle daughter. She starts to play it.
but the
like,
older
so
daughter
much.
doesn't care
She doesn't
about
care
Roblox
anymore.
anymore,
She doesn't
right?
care
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But the thing is you can talk to people, like you can voice talk to
Yeah.
people.
Oh, you can voice talk.
You can voice talk. You can also like chat talk. Again,
Well, my 4-year-old
you-
can't read, so
Well,
good
there-
luck chatting with him, bitch.
No, but the point is that's why you have this voice chat and you have 4-year-olds
Yeah.
talking to each other, and of course you have some bad
So weird.
hombres out there. I mean, that's a horrible term.
Some bad
but
actors.
bad
You should have
actors,
said like
that's-
Freddie Prinze Jr. or something.
Yeah, if you might run into Freddie Prinze Jr. Okay, so just watch
Yeah,
out.
Just beware.
If you're on Roblox-
is one of the problems with social media. Freddie Prinze Jr. could be fucking out there,
So that's
lurking.
those are like the first line of social networks. These.
Well, that's how they inoculate
games.
you, right? Kids get used to interacting that way and
having friends, having like
not
groups,
being scared
followers,
and just
exactly.
blindly being like, oh, this person's on here, and you have no idea if that person's really
Yeah.
who they say they are. And guess what? They're probably not. Because
So
who
the-
is?
So there's a safety aspect of it, but then the next part is then there's like the FOMO, I guess, aspect of it, right? So as they get older, right,
Needing to know what's
middle
going
school
on
and my older daughter,
Refreshing your feed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She started on Instagram, which was a whole battle
Yeah.
because I was not gonna let her be on Instagram.
Does she follow Dead and Buried?
100%, no.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Very specific rules for it took her a long time.
How do you monitor?
I have her show me every once in a while. I'm like, hey, what have you been doing? She doesn't do a lot of Instagram. She's doing more TikTok. Yeah, she's on TikTok.
She follow me on TikTok?
No, definitely not.
26 people do.
No.
26 fucking people who watch me apply chapstick. Can't be wrong.
Can't they?
Right, Nate? Be 27 if you fucking know what's good for you.
Yeah. Do you do it to music or just silence?
I did one to music, I think.
Okay, that's better.
It's great. I'm going to start lip syncing.
There you go.
That's what people like to do.
But I think if you have to have a point of view. You as a parent have to have a point of
I
view.
thought you were saying my channel, if I want to get followers on TikTok, I need a point of view.
Yeah, a little strategy, a little social marketing strategy. No, but I think as a parent, you need to have a point of view for how your kid is going to interact with the platform and be aware. Like, we have friends, and of course, everyone has friends who have their kids just kind of play and don't really know what this thing is.
Right.
This either Roblox or Minecraft, whatever. And I think
Don't even necessarily know in some cases that the kid has downloaded this app and has it on their iPad or their phone or whatever.
Well, that you should.
You should. I'm
100%.
saying, but
that's
some parents, I'm sure,
crazy.
don't.
But I believe that the first line of defense is just knowing what it is that they're
Knowing
doing,
is half the battle.
and then also having a point of view for each social network that you're gonna like. Why do you want to be on Facebook? Like, why do you want to be on
Right.
Instagram? Like, tell me
Well,
why.
and if the reason is because my friends are on
there.
it.
It's just it's like, don't worry, didn't text.
So when
and
we-
by the way, text strings are coming back. Like they're on 30 the groups of 30.
We
just texting
talked
each other.
about so in some cases there's the safety aspect of you don't know who you're talking to, and there might be bad actors out there like Freddie Prinze Jr. And other people who are trying to manipulate your kids or preying on them in fucking weird fucked up ways, like that show you're always talking about, To Catch a Predator, your favorite show. But there's also, because when we talked about what was it, the teens, like what were you worried about with your teens, a lot of people mentioned social media and the bullying and stuff that happens
totally.
on there. So these can be people you actually know and you know who they are, and it's your school group or a big chat or something, and then people can be singled out and ostracized just that way, and their social life and their popularity or how they feel about themselves can be so wrapped up into the online perception.
And again, a lot of this, as we now know, because we're now 10 years into it, right? We now know that even if you're not overtly being negative to someone, just the fact that you're somewhere with 3 other people, they're like, wait, they didn't tell me they were going to go to the movies together or whatever it might be. And it's like, oh wait, now I feel like shit. Nobody needs to know that. Like,
What you should do?
What should I do?
You should show your kids Black Mirror and be like, this is what fucking happens.
Which one? There's like
well,
two
there's
seasons.
the one Nosedive, I think.
The one
is
with
the
the
one
pig?
with Bryce
The-
Dallas Howard. Show them the one with the pig just
with
because
the
they should
Prime
see
Minister
it.
and
Yes.
the pig. Should I show
That's
them
the
that
first one.
And then they'll be like, Dad,
National
why are we
anthem, I
watching
think.
this? I mean,
Because
like,
the
trust
pig
me.
scene is really erotic.
Yeah.
No, there's one I think it's called Nosedive with Bryce
Like,
Dallas
we can
Howard
tell.
where the social media validation has become a part of everyday life. So every single interaction you have can get upvoted or downvoted, and it has an impact. Whatever. I didn't think it was that great. People like it. A lot of the Black Mirror episodes are pretty samey. I'm just saying it would be funny to show your kids Black Mirror as a way to scare them off of technology, because every single Black Mirror episode is, look at this technology that may or may not be really credible, or this may be where it's going, but it's going to kill you and your entire family, like the cow in The Simpsons.
No, that's, I think, a really, really bad point that you just
So
made,
what I think is interesting is right now, like we have, for the most part, sort of have, maybe not you, have our fingers on the pulse of social media. Maybe not a ton, but like I'm on TikTok. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm a fucking social media mogul. I dominate Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter.
You're
5
definitely
years
a
from
mogul.
now, 5 years from now, I'm probably not going to have any idea what even the latest trend is. Like, we don't know what the next big platform is going to be, right? 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to guess TikTok. I'm saying 5 years, there's going to be new shit that comes out.
Of course.
We don't know what it is that our kids are going to be on.
Right, but ultimately, we just assume that there will be a new platform, and it doesn't matter. I think the point being is what is this platform for? For example, like, why do you use WhatsApp versus just regular
long
text?
distance?
Precisely, right? So if you have international, if you have friends that are internationally, you use that. Like, there's a reason that you use different platforms.
Well,
and I think if you just are like, oh, use whatever you want, however you want to, you're going to find yourself, and your kid is going to find themselves in trouble. Whereas if you actually have them, okay, well, I want to
do this on this.
Yeah,
and
like TikTok is a good example. My dad.
TikTok is
TikTok.
what they should call it.
By the way, that's
Dickcock.
That's the next. You know what?
Is that what you said? Yeah.
Honestly, I'll put the money in. You code it.
Right.
Well,
I can't
this thing
code.
will be the biggest disaster ever.
Yeah. Face smash.
But I think for TikTok, for example, my daughter's a dancer. She really loves dancing, and she does these dances, and it's actually like, it's cool. It's fun.
When I scroll my
time,
TikTok to see what's out there, and if anybody else is doing Chapin time, #Chapin time.
Yeah.
Probably the only one, but you never know. I'm a bit of a pioneer. Lots of people dancing.
It's really a dancing
and lip syncing, and I'm like, dancing, I'm gonna watch you dance for 10 seconds. It's not even some kind of payoff. It's just you fucking doing some stupid dance move. Congratulations, you're one of a million people dancing for 10 seconds on here.
Right.
What are you trying to do? I don't get it.
I don't, but that's it. That's just what it is. I don't get it. So
we're too old. It's stupid. You can be too old to really understand an app, but at the same time realize the app is stupid. But whatever, I understand.
I mean, come on.
There's little communities
honestly,
in there.
The difference between Twitter and Facebook, I mean, literally, they all do the exact same thing.
Yes, I know. I was going to say that. Everything is kind of becoming the same. They try to
It's
differentiate, but then they just keep copying each other to try to get more dominant. But what's funny is, so I did ask some people, and what you were saying is, what is the intention of some of these things? Jay Marcel says, Snapchat bothers me in general. It was created just to be sneaky. Right, because with Snapchat, the photos disappear. I guess they don't.
Snapchat,
if you like send a photo over that, it disappears.
It was literally designed.
I've tried Snapchat a couple times. I have no idea how to do it. Is that true?
Yes, Snapchat was designed specifically for teenagers to send each other nudes, so that they wouldn't be stored. Yeah. Oh, except for they were stored. Surprise.
On Snapchat servers.
Yeah, on the servers.
Somebody's sitting over there at Snapchat with just a fucking mountain of dicks.
Yeah. And one boob shot. That's
just one? Yeah.
Just
nobody sends boob shots, let's be honest. So he says, Jay Marcel says, he's never going to let, his daughter's 10, he says, there's no way in hell she'll have Snapchat. But you know what? If she wants it, she'll find a way.
But
life finds a way.
I just had a conversation with my 12-year-old. No, my 12-year-old. About do not take pictures of yourself and put them online. I was just like, don't do that.
It's crazy that these are the conversations that we have to have
now. Don't take pictures of yourself. Don't put them online. Don't do any of that shit. Don't do news. Don't do any of that. And she's like, no, I know. It's so stupid. Because these kids now,
they understand.
They're so,
only lamos do that.
Right, exactly.
Right?
We got caught in it, or maybe the next crew of parents got maybe caught in that. But like now these kids know, right? And they have so much information. They know where they can send dick
Yeah,
pics
but
and
you
stuff,
also you got to
just,
be
like, don't
careful.
do
You
it.
can't just assume that they know, right? You guys still got to have some oversight. You still have to parent.
Well, you have to
your
talk to them.
children.
You have to talk to
Yes,
them.
you do.
And
You have to communicate. Communication is a two-way street.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's one way.
I learned that from Jason Seaver on Growing Pains. He was a therapist.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's where I learned it. I did learn a lot of life lessons from Jason Seaver, the late great Alan Thicke. So what's funny is we mentioned Roblox, and we're talking about all these other the mainstream ones, but there are a variety of kid-friendly versions, right? So like there's YouTube Kids,
Right.
so that it there's no access to the broader world of YouTube.
Right.
Although
Which is good.
there's still some pitfalls with YouTube Kids where people like will upload stuff, and can they do that on regular YouTube Kids?
No, so YouTube have just
Was it created because on regular YouTube, if you would go to a kid's video at the end, suddenly there's a bunch of nudity or violence or something?
No, what it was is people
would
scammed.
Trojan horse stuff
They
in,
scammed.
yeah.
Yeah, they basically titled it the same. Like they'd say Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
And they would get Paw Patrol costumes, and so by all intents, like the thumbnail looked Paw Patrol,
Yeah.
and then they would basically act out either insane scenes that made no sense, or they would like be graphic or violent.
But Paw Patrol's a
gross.
cartoon.
I know, but you just put Paw Patrol in. It doesn't matter if it's an unboxing.
I'm always searching for Paw Patrol.
Dude, there's toy videos where a kid just takes a toy out of a box, or a grown
I saw that.
a grown
with,
man
Justin
takes a
Timberlake
toy out of a
and Andy
box.
Samberg, the toy in the box.
Yeah,
Get
that's
it?
right.
You get it?
I do.
Toy in the box.
But the
Step one,
YouTube has
get a
really
box.
has changed their policy. So now you actually, every video that you upload, you actually have to specify whether it's for
So
kids
we
or not.
only let my toddler use YouTube Kids, and I think it's just all basically filtered
Yeah.
for just like safe material. But there's also Facebook has like Facebook Messenger for kids, where there's heavy restrictions on that, and they don't have access to the broader.
Let me be really clear. Your kids just should not be on Facebook.
Well, they're not.
Nobody should be on
I'm saying
Facebook.
Facebook came out with this product because they still want kids to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they want a way because my son, my 9-year-old, wants to communicate with us. He doesn't really know about social media, but he wants to text,
Right.
and he wants to be online with his friends and do that kind of stuff. So we got him that My TikTok Watch where he can text us and FaceTime us through that. But that is just through the app,
Right,
and he
right.
can only have access to people whose numbers and names
Right.
we put in there.
Right.
So there are products out there that they put restrictions on
exactly,
this stuff.
and that's the thing you want to do. You want to make sure that if you are going to do this, or there is a network that you're going to create, that it's a very everybody in the network, or like we're talking about Minecraft. Everyone's when we go down to the shore to visit our friends, they all get on the same network. They're all playing together, but it's just them. You know what I mean? So
it's a
same
little
thing.
safety that you know who they're with at least, and there's no catfishers in there, right?
No.
So one dude said that he is a youth probation officer. This is Roy with an underscore T. As a youth probation officer, I've seen some young girls get recruited through social media for human trafficking. I mean, I don't know if this guy's really a probation officer. I don't know how real this is, but that is obviously the worst case scenario. If you're on social media and all of a sudden it's the movie Taken with Liam Neeson.
No, I mean, and I think that's obviously the absolute extreme.
Yes,
and
obviously.
You have to be doing everything wrong.
Yes.
For that scenario.
But there
to
are
happen.
people, you read these articles all the time where like there's these sting operations or people who even work for technology companies go online and they're trying to ferret out these predators because there's not a lot of restrictions. So it ends up kind of being like, let's see if some people are like, let's see if this shit is actually real. And then when they do it, they're terrified because of how real it is and how quickly they find these guys on there who are just immediately talking to girls and trying to get creepy shit out from them. I haven't run into that, thank God. But if you're not vigilant, that stuff can happen.
Yeah, I would just know.
You want a closed system so that you only know who's in there with your kids.
Know what it is. Just know what the platform is. Even if it doesn't appear like a social. Every game, every iPhone app that my kids ask me
for permissions and shit.
Yeah, I always look to see if there's an online component. And there's been like 3 or 4.
They all
And I'm
have
like,
something
and I
like
say
that,
no.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get it. No, Dad, please come on. I'm like, no, dude, it's just.
We have a
tons of
Kindle
games.
for my kid, and it's just parental controls. I just close everything that can get anywhere except from the book he's reading or whatever, right? You don't want him to be able to get into, because you never know. You can down a wormhole. All of a sudden, you're in Russian. What's a creepy Russian thing?
Facebook.
Russian Facebook.
No, not Russian Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Actual
Facebook is
yeah.
Russian.
Yeah.
Goddamn Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
So Sierra Roxanne says, so this is an interesting topic too. This is a little bit different. Sierra Roxanne says, I post my toddlers on Facebook. I'm assuming she means photos of her toddlers on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. She says, I'm not sure if this counts for our discussion. She says her accounts are private, right? But that's another aspect of it. Like, I'm on social media all the time, and I'm constantly exploiting my kids to make money and grow my following.
Right.
It's good for me. I'm good at it.
Course.
My kids are cute, so I get a lot of fucking cha-ching, right?
Is it
but
like kaplink?
I'm always interested when I try to click on every once in a while I'll try to click on somebody's Instagram and it's just private.
Right.
Because they really use it as like a photo album, right? And they're not interested in interacting with the world.
Yep.
And their bios will say no DMs or whatever. Like, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Do you get worried about like pictures of your kids being out there and them losing privacy?
So they're all
and your wife posting photos or whatever?
Everyone's account is private, right? So that's the first thing. And I think, like I said earlier, Instagram was a battleground. I held out for Instagram for I think a year or so more than a year and a half. And again, it was because everyone had it. Mm-hmm. That's all. My daughter would just come home and be like, "Everyone has it." I'm like, "Okay, I don't give a shit.
Care.
Like, whatever."
We're not keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, and then eventually it started to kind of come into focus, and she's like, "Oh, I just want to take photos." So I got her a camera for Christmas. She. And so she was taking all these photos, and they were kind of cool. And she's like, I'd actually really like to use it to post cool photos. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And that's what you're gonna do. What you're not gonna do is post, just rando photos of you just doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
Like applying chapstick or something.
Yeah, save that for the professionals.
Thank you.
The people that really know what they're doing.
Thank you. A little respect coming from Pete for once.
It's very small. Very
small amount of respect.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure you were meant to include me as a professional chapstick applier.
No, I'm just saying chapstick itself is a fine product.
I agree.
So,
my first kiss was with chapstick. I put some on, and she said, "I want someone to come and get it, baby."
I only assumed it was you, like putting it on and kissing
the mirror, like Alex Rodriguez.
But yeah, so that's it. I think just keeping vigilant and
keep tabs on your kids. Keep tabs on your kids.
I mean, look,
right?
Social networks not bad as well to do that, to just know where they are, and so every once in a while you're like, hey, what are you doing? And
what are you doing? I'm keeping tabs.
Yeah,
bitches.
I'm checking up.
You ever say that to your kids? I'm keeping tabs, bitches.
No, not yet. But you know what? I'll use that one. Is that one that's common in the?
Yeah. In the TikTok world, you keeping tabs, bitches.
Is that what it is?
No, it's gonna be though. I'm gonna make that a hashtag. Keeping tabs, bitches.
What is funny is
you keeping tabs, bitches.
I saw something online where a guy had taken a photo of 6 middle school age girls on the subway in New York, and they had the phone was sitting on the other side in the seat, and they were all some sort of pyramid, which is really hard to do on the subway. And he was just like, fuck TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what? It really has. Everyone's doing the whoa.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
Well, it used to be duck lips, just the selfie. Like.
Well, I mean, quite honestly, look.
Right, Nate? Like this?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Like stupid. Yeah. And now we're moving on to dance moves. At least we're going to raise an entire generation of people that can dance really well.
No, I don't know that they can dance. I mean, they're able to dance. Whether they're good at it is another story. So Chrissy Mack has something to say about TikTok. She says, first off, TikTok is a cancer. Chrissy, you obviously haven't seen the Chapin Time hashtag. Hashtag Chapin Time. No G. Please note. Hashtag Chapin Time. My kids are always doing the stupid dances, and I'm hearing the same song clip over and over and over. When I scroll through, it's literally the same fucking clip. There's one that starts, you turn on and it starts with ah.
Yeah.
And the every single person just goes ah, and then they fucking act out the rest of the song. It is infuriating to watch these.
I'll take you just before. Have you seen the dances where they do the emoji hands?
Oh, yeah. I saw a celebrity do that.
We are this
Usher,
close
maybe.
To the end of the world.
You think because of the hand thing? Just
doing,
like there's like symbols and you're supposed to follow
doing like
the symbol.
happy, like they're doing like the different emojis.
So it's Chrissy Mack says, I should note my twin girls are 15, so I do monitor their socials and I have for years. I try to drill into their heads that shit they put on the internet is out there forever. Someday they'll want to get a real job and there's history of those damn TikToks out there. Shit, I better get rid of my Chapin Time. I have serious privacy concerns, she says. My daughters tell me that they're constantly asked for nudes by random boys, and there's always the threat of dick pics. If you have boys, please tell them not to do this. It's gross. I can't wait to have the fucking don't send pictures of your dick conversation with my 9-year-old and my 4-year-old.
Just don't
Haven't
send
had it
pictures
yet.
of your dick.
Don't take pictures of your dick. And certainly don't send them to people that didn't ask for them.
Listen, if there's a medical reason, by all means, get in there and let's get a photo of that bad
There's
boy.
a fine. There isn't even a fine line. There's a huge chasm between solicited dick pics and unsolicited dick pics, right? Who have you ever? Has anyone ever asked you for a picture? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is there Is there such a thing?
Solicitors
They're all
at law.
unsolicited. Nobody
Dick
wants.
and pic.
There's no
Solicitors at
dick
law.
pic that has been solicited. They're all unsolicited. They're all sneak attacks.
There was that one text string that I think, remember we were all on. And
We
was
were
like, hey,
asking each other for dick pics.
Yeah,
you
hey,
send
what
me
time are you gonna meet? Hey, by the way, can we get a quick snap of your dick?
Quick
Just a quick snap. Just
So-
take a quick snap of your dick and just send it over, and then I'll tell
no
you.
problem, man.
whatever.
Sure, just give me a second.
Hey, can you print? By the way,
Can you print?
and then can you also just a quick
3D print?
Yeah.
Fucking 3D print could revolutionize the dick pic fucking
Yeah,
ecosystem.
but then you're not really.
They
ta-
do
it's
that,
not a
I think.
pic.
Don't they
It's not a
make-
pic anymore. It
You're
becomes
damn right
like
it's not.
something
Now
else.
it's practical.
Okay.
Jetta Tibbs says Snapchat is the worst. They think the pics disappear, but screenshots are
Yep.
forever.
That's true.
Don't Bite Your Friend says both my kids, 8 and 11, are on Instagram because they love to follow dog accounts.
There you go.
That's how they get you.
See, that's a fun thing to do. What's
I know,
wrong
but
with that?
I don't know, but you just
14 out of 10. Good boy.
But you're following a dog account, and then you're
cute.
scrolling through the comments, and you hit the hashtag Chappin' Time, and suddenly you're in some fucking wormhole watching people
Yeah.
apply chapstick.
And
You think you're there for dogs. You don't know what your kids
you
are
don't
really
know.
doing. They're off that dog account in 2 seconds. Melanie Vineyard says, why is YouTube full of weird adults playing
we
with
go.
kids' toys? This
There
is
we
all
go.
my kid wants to watch.
Yeah.
My kid watches adults play video games on YouTube.
honestly,
Like
don't
video game run-throughs and stuff.
just lay off that. Okay, Mike? That's a real thing.
Oh, yeah,
real
yeah.
people
This
do.
is how you make
And
your money?
don't-
Yeah.
Oh, don't lump them into gross.
Hillary Rachel says,
Kids.
my 12-year-old son is on Snapchat. The biggest issue is, my 12-year-old daughter is on Snapchat. The biggest issue is 17-year-olds sending her dick pics.
Get off of Snapchat.
Yeah.
Get onto TikTok. TikTok's about dances. It's dance moves. It's
Amy
annoying.
C. SEE76 says, no social media at all for my kids.
There you go.
I worry that you're being naive, though.
Yeah,
you really can't navigate the world too much these days without some kind of social thing.
That's actually a really good point, and I think that's worth kind of taking a moment because these kids need to know how to manage.
Yeah, they need to understand it.
It's almost like I'm not gonna, like not letting your kid type for, or
It's
have
like
a
the
computer.
movie Footloose. If you ban dancing in your town,
It's
these
only
kids are going to cross state lines, and
And
they're going to
dance.
find their fucking dance.
they're gonna dance.
And they're going to dance their feet
and
loose.
One of those people is going to be one of the Penn brothers, Chris Penn.
It is going to be
Not
Chris
even
Penn. And
Sean
what
Penn.
happened to him?
And you know what? That one
Nothing
dance
good.
scene. What
Where
was
they're
that scene?
fucking dancing.
Where he does a little like
Doing the
cowboy
little line dancing.
Yeah.
He's showing it. Well, that's Kevin Bacon.
Don't-
Kevin
don't-
Bacon.
No. Kevin Bacon is doing like
He's
and then
teaching
Chris
him how to
Penn
dance.
Is like
Oh, yeah. Well, they have
a.
You know Kevin Bacon's name in that, I think, is Ren. R-E-N. Is that right?
I don't know.
God damn it. They remade that movie with a no-namer.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, would not recommend the remake.
What?
But I'm saying
what
if you're John Lithgow in your house and you're saying no fucking social media, kids are going to find a way to get their fix.
That's why you have to be like, okay, pick one.
Yeah,
do one
exactly.
social media, but not Roblox. My God, that
Not
thing is
Roblox.
fucked.
See, Rory.com says, I'm not at that age yet, but the plan is no social media. We'll see how that works out. See, she knows that may be pie in the sky.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to avoid this stuff, and it's just getting more prevalent. Businesses use this
Versus
shit.
Pie on the ground.
Versus pie on the ground, which is
Delicious.
more. It's easier to get your hands on pie in the ground, but
I like pie in the gutter though. That's like my thing. You know what I mean?
you know what? I don't want
Remember
to
that
hear
one time you
about
found me?
your single
And I
life.
was like, just let me finish.
Allison Micheline says, I'm terrified of my kids being on social media. I'm avoiding it as long as possible. Louise_T_TEA says that she's concerned about her kid comparing her inside to other people's perfect curated outside. So
Exactly.
mistaking somebody's bullshit representation of their life and thinking it's real and comparing yourself, being like, oh, why can't my life be like that, or I don't look that good.
We know people personally who do this.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, fuck off.
Exactly. This
that's
is such
not,
bullshit.
like, fuck off.
I went on that cruise with
Yeah.
a bunch of influencers like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of people like me and my wife who put up like unvarnished reality. I'm not saying it's not staged. Some of it's obviously arranged a little bit, but we don't
have to tell your
fake
kids
it.
to stop fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can get a good
Calm
picture
down.
of the blood.
We're taking a video
Yeah.
or whatever. But there were people on it, fashion influencers, people with millions of followers, that they're just, everything they're doing is super planned out, and the outfits they're in, and their kids are being awful just like any other kids are. But then when they fucking take their photo, it's like town and country model shoot,
right?
And it's absurd. And then 2 seconds later, you're watching this kid dripping with chocolate ice cream, and the mom's taking the shirt off because they need to use that shirt in the shoot. You can't have ice cream because we need to take a shoot, and you can't have ice cream on your face. Like, you're robbing your kids of their childhood so that you can have your fucking perfect image and millions of followers.
Yeah,
all this fake shit that it's not what it's like. We saw
Behind
these people in real
right
life.
here.
They're just as real as us. They're bigger assholes.
Yeah.
But what they're showing on their screens is not, or in their photos, is not what they're actually living like.
There is something to that saccharine, like that. When you come across a site and it's just every photo, it's like, oh, my favorite thing is making pancakes.
Yeah.
Making pancakes with your kids
sucks.
It's brutal.
Yes.
Now, it might be, there's good parts to it every once in a while, and eating it is good, but then you got to fucking clean up.
I don't even like eating
mess.
it.
I'm
not a pancake guy.
Some of it is like...
Not a pancake guy, Nate. I don't want waffles either. I want fucking protein. Eggs.
Hell yeah.
Give me some fucking
Chicken?
steaking. Sausage and bacon and steaking.
Okay. Are you on the keto diet? Is that what it is?
No,
You're
I'm
describing
not.
that.
No, I just like to eat meat.
Carnivore diet. Try the carnivore diet.
All meat all the time.
Yeah.
I like
what it
carbs too. Is there meat in beer?
Did I tell you about the Jeremy Piven's
you did. He wore the
PBS
shirt. Yeah.
He did his PBS special where he goes down the Ganges or something, somewhere in India, and he's like going to find actors' roots, and he's just got this shirt that says "Eat carbs."
Yeah. Cool guy.
What the
Tone
fuck?
deaf. Tone deaf much?
Yeah.
KML218 says my daughter is all about Disney Plus.
Okay.
I don't think Disney Plus has a social component to it yet,
not
but
a
it
social
will.
network, yeah.
It will probably.
That's a streaming network.
She says she's terrified of YouTube. All these creeps.
Yeah.
Slicing stuff into videos or misrepresenting what's on videos. So yeah, let them stick to Disney Plus.
But also, I think you're absolutely right. I think you should be on YouTube Kids. Eventually, these kids are going to figure out that they can find anything that they want on the internet, and they're going to be able to do it. And you can't really stop them. So all you can do is prepare them to use their best judgment, and that's all.
Just
you
like
can do.
all parenting is, you just got to prepare them for the world, and then hope that the lessons you've taught them, sunk in, and then they conduct themselves accordingly.
And honestly, if you find anything, just have them fucking brush their teeth and go to bed.
So KSU Julie sent in a message because she has at least a tween. I don't know if she's a teen. She's either 12 or 13. I think 13. She says she doesn't like, mom here doesn't like the anonymous aspect of many of the social media apps. Anyone can hide on social media and say things they normally wouldn't say. This is what comment sections are all about, right? My teenager gets flooded with anonymous comments. Like some gossip will be going around the neighborhood, and people will anonymously be talking about it, and you don't know where it leaked or who's saying it and that kind of stuff. She said her daughter got an app within an app, which is what you were saying.
Yeah,
you got to be careful of, that shows anonymous questions and answers, and it's hard to keep up with all the different teenager apps that kids are getting, and they're finding ways around this stuff. I know that there used to be something called Finsta, which is like my fake Instagram, where you have the Instagram you're showing your family, oh, this is my account, but then you have a secret one that you and your friends are using for your sketchy shit. With like a fake name.
Or Yik Yak or something like that.
Yik Yak? TikTok?
No. It was like a chatting.
Dickcock?
No, it was an anonymous chatting app.
There's too many of these things.
Yeah.
But then KSU Julie says,
Omegle?
No, something else.
Chat roulette.
No, there was a great app called Yo. Did you ever have that app?
No. Yo?
It was the greatest. You put in I'd put in your contact information, and I'd send you a Yo, and I'd literally go.
That was it?
It
just
would
say yo?
And then you would hit it back and be like, yo. That's all it was.
Sick.
It got to some sort of $400 million valuation. It was so great. Yeah, they were at CES.
So
awesome.
KSU Julie, she says the same thing we've been saying. She says we resolve the issue by keeping up on her online activities, right? So it's just monitoring your kids, teaching your kids, monitoring your kids, and telling them don't send dick pics.
Don't send or
Rule number one.
Or ask for.
Don't send dick pics.
Rule number 2, don't send nudes.
Don't send nudes.
Yeah.
Is dick pics not a catch-all for nudes? You have to specify nudes.
I think so.
Dick pics are specifically dicks.
Yeah, those are for
pictures
dudes.
of dicks.
Male
Show
dicks.
your nipple,
Not everybody has a dick.
Just a nipple.
not your male nipple. Don't show it.
Nipple.
My toddler asked my mom about her, or my toddler asked my wife about her penis. He's obsessed with his penis. He's like, "Where's your penis?"
Yeah.
Got rid of it.
Other pants.
It was dragging me down. Other pants. My leather pants. It's in my leather pants.
All right. Well, there we go. We got. I think we kind of we went more. This is how you do it. We kind of
This is how you do it. Do it.
We kind of laid it out, which I like.
This is how you do it. It's Friday night.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Dean and down on the west side. I don't really know all the lyrics. I like that song though. Montel Jordan. You know what he doesn't do? Pee on girls. How come he's not more famous than R. Kelly? Somebody that doesn't pee on girls.
We have no evidence to know one way or the other.
It's true, we don't. But we do have evidence to know that R. Kelly does.
We have a lot
Plenty of it.
Also, there's some evidence that our amazing president also enjoys.
Little golden showies.
Yeah. All right.
That went a weird place at the end there.
Yeah, it certainly did. Well, just like social media.
Well, you know what? We hope it was educational for you. We talked about Freddie Prinze Jr. We talked about
Bad
R.
actors.
Kelly and Montel Jordan. We talked a little bit about social networks.
So there we go. We covered a little bit of everything.
Even
Nice.
solicited dick, the fabled solicited dick pic.
There you go.
Not sure it exists. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. The Cock Ness Monster.
And then we got a little insight into what our text strings are about. Just like
Yo.
printing.
Oh, yeah.
Asking where we're going to be. And then, hey, send me a dick pic.
How about How's It Gonna Be by Third Eye Blind?
No.
How's
Okay. No.
it
We got to.
gonna be
Okay. We got to cut it off. Thank you
when
so
you
much.
don't know me
everybody. Thank
anymore.
you. And I'm so sorry. And
that guy
please-
dated Charlize
Oh
Theron.
my God, dude.
Stephen Jennings.
The amount of information that's just locked in that, like,
It's not locked.
cranium.
It's fucking flowing out.
It needs to get locked. All right, thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, if you want to rate us, please do.
Even if
support
you
us.
don't want to rate us, go do
just
it.
do it.
How about that?
Talk to your friends about it. Talk to your kids about it.
Talk to your kids about Freddie Prinze Jr.
And we'll see
He
you
might be
next
lurking
time.
out there.
We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye. I don't know why you would still be watching This Isn't a Marvel movie, no matter how much I look like Paul Rudd, which you can deny it all you want. It's there in the eyes, I think. I'm young looking like him. If you enjoyed the podcast, which you obviously did or you wouldn't be listening still, sign up on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to. Comment here on YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button. We want to hear from you. Comments, questions, dirty jokes, money, all the money you can give us. We'd love it all. Catch you next time.